Welcome to Your Best Interviews. My name is Eric Smith. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. I know there's a lot of places you can go to get this type of information, so I appreciate you spending the time with me. If this is helpful, please share with others. My goal is to help as many people as possible during this time. Today, what I want to talk about is just applying with your LinkedIn profile in place of your resume. So when that's appropriate, and some of the shortfalls that could happen, and some of the traps that you could fall into by doing that. So it's an awesome feature. A lot of websites allow you to apply directly with your LinkedIn profile, which makes it so much easier for you as a job seeker. And there's a time and a place to do that. But what I would caution you with is if you're only applying with your LinkedIn resume, that could potentially hurt you. So I talk about it in other videos, keywording, the power of keywording, and I'm going to go a lot more in depth in later videos on exactly how keywording can play in your favor or against you. But if you're applying exclusively with your LinkedIn profile, the issues you could run into is that your LinkedIn profile most likely doesn't look like your resume. So you don't have bullet points under each previous work experience. You're not necessarily as focused on the keywords in your LinkedIn profile. That's more of a snapshot of just kind of what your previous roles were, job titles. Maybe there's a little blurb about your company or what you did with the company, but it's not going in depth about what your specific experience was and how it would relate to the job that you're applying to. And so the downfalls here are if you're applying with your LinkedIn profile and I'm the recruiter receiving that, I'm going to look and it's going to be harder for me to match up your experiences to the job description that I'm trying to put a pipeline together for. And so this is where you could be a really qualified candidate, but maybe your LinkedIn profile doesn't articulate exactly why, or doesn't make it a really easy connection as to why you're the best candidate for that job. And so that's how applying with your LinkedIn resume could potentially hurt you. Now, I want to preface it with it is awesome that you can apply from your cell phone where you don't have a PDF of your resume to a job that you really want and quickly get in for that role. And so I do like the apply with LinkedIn feature. I think it's awesome. It allows you to apply from anywhere. If you're bored, you should be looking at jobs, right? If you know that you're in the job hunt or if you're looking for a job right now, you should be looking all the time. And so, if you're thumbing through your phone, look for jobs. And if you have the opportunity to apply with your LinkedIn resume, certainly do that. But just know that you might have some gaps in terms of how it can help you to get the job that you want. So I'm not saying don't apply with it. Certainly there's a time and a place to use that feature, which is great. But if you're sitting at your desktop and you're carving out an hour, 2 hours to actually start looking for jobs and apply to the ones that you really want, my recommendation is I know it's going to take maybe 30 seconds longer to attach your resume and go to your desktop or go to whatever folder it's sitting in and attach those pieces. But my recommendation is to do that because it's going to put you in a better light for the recruiter. It's going to make it much easier for the recruiter to connect your experiences and the bullets within each job title to the job that you're applying to. And that is the most important thing is you want to make it really easy for the recruiter to see you as the best candidate to fill that pipeline that they are responsible for filling for that role. So those are my thoughts. Certainly, again, LinkedIn profile, awesome feature. It's a great way to do it from a mobile device, but if you're dedicating, carving out time and really applying to a lot of jobs, you should set time aside on a computer where you can actually attach your PDF. Or if you have the ability to do that on your iPad, if you've saved it over there, use that. It's always going to be a better form of your resume and your work experience than your LinkedIn profile. Good luck, guys.